Go to your kitchen right now and open the cabinet, biscuits, namkeen packets, instant noodles, soup packet, cold drinks. Pick one up. Read the ingredients loud. Couldn't pronounce a few words? Good. Stay here. Because there is one number from a real study that stopped me in my tracks. 19%. That's how much higher ovarian cancer risk went up for every 10% more ultra-processed food in a woman's diet. Real study. 2 lakh people, 10 years. I'm Reena Jain, cancer nutritionist. Let's talk about what's really in that packet. What counts as processed? Quick clarity, because this word gets misused a lot. Cutting vegetables, processing boiling dal, processing even milk. Once it's pasteurized, processing none of this is the problem. Ultra processed is different. It's food made in a factory with things you would never find in a home kitchen. Emulsifier, hydrogenated oils, flavor enhancers built for one job. Make you eat more and last longer on a shelf. Biscuits, instant noodles, chips, flavored yogurt, packaged juice, sugary cereal, the whole middle aisle of the supermarket basically. In India, we haven't eaten a lot more of this in the last 20 years. Our cancer numbers have moved with it. Here is the real data, not vague headlines, actual numbers. A UK Biobank study followed 2 lakh people for 10 years. Every 10% more extra processed food in someone's diet, 2% higher cancer risk overall, and 19% ovarian cancer risk. A separate study found something hopeful: swap just 10% of ultra-processed food for real food, and breast cancer risk after menopause goes down. And in 2025, researchers pooled together 23 studies from around the world. 15 of them, that's most, found the same thing. More ultra-processed food, more cancer risk. Colorectal cancer, breast cancer, ovarian cancer. One honest note, this doesn't prove ultra-processed food causes cancer. Scientists are careful about that word, but when the same result shows up again and again in different countries, in different cancers, that's not nothing. That's a pattern worth listening to. Why does it do this to your body? 4 reasons. They stack on top of each other. 1. Weight gain. This food is built to make you eat more without feeling full. Extra body fat is strongly linked to over 12 cancer types. That's a big one on its own. 2. Gut inflammation. Certain additives disturb your gut bacteria. An unhappy gut sends out inflammation signals, and inflammation is fuel for cancer. 3. No room left for real food. Every packet meal is a meal where vegetables and fiber didn't get a place on your plate. Missing protection is its own risk. 4. The packaging itself. WCRF has flagged this. Chemicals from packaging and compounds formed during factory processing may play a role too. Still being studied, but it's not on the radar. Why this hits different for us? Here is the part that stings a little if you are Indian. So we already had one of the best food culture on the planet. Dal, sabji, whole grains, real spices. A good thali already looks like what cancer researchers recommend. We didn't need to discover this. We had it, and we are quietly walking away from it. Biscuits instead of poha, noodles instead of khichdi, juice instead of fruit sitting right there in the bowl. Kids growing up eating more from packets than the plates. This is not the progress. It's a downgrade with better packaging. And the cancer numbers of the next generation will show it. But which preservative is the bad one? People ask me this all the time. Everyone wants one villain to blame. Honest answer: science can't point to just one yet. What we do know is the whole package. The additives, the refined ingredients, the real food it's replacing. Together, that combination raises risk. So stop hunting for one bad ingredient. Cut down the whole category instead. What to actually do? Simple. No panic needed. Read the ingredients not the calorie count. The calorie count tell you nothing about what's actually in the food. The ingredients do. Can't say it. Can't find it at home. Red flag. So shorter list, better food. Real food barely needs a list. Oats, dal, rice, vegetables. Done. Swap, don't quit. You don't have to give up snacking. A khana instead of chips, homemade matri instead of biscuits, whole fruit instead of juice. Same joy, none of the chemistry. Cook more than you buy. Home cooked dal, sabji, roti, generally protective. More kitchen, less factory. So watch this closely with kids. Their cells divide faster. That may make this matter even more for them early. Let's be clear on one thing. One biscuit will not give you cancer. Anyone telling you that is selling fear, not science. So this is about what fills your plate most days, not one day. Most Indian homes are drifting towards more packets, less kitchen. The research is strong enough that it deserves your attention. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be honest about most days. Quick challenge, think about yesterday. Everything you ate. How much came from a packet and how much came from your kitchen? Say that ratio out loud. If it made you wince a little, good. That's useful, not guilt. Tell me that ratio in comments. I read every one. And if this made you look at your cabinet differently, send it to the one person you know who lives on instant noodles. They need this. Next video, I will show you exactly how to build an eating pattern that protects you long term. Link below.